Hey everybody. Well, firstly, welcome from the Redken Exchange. Yesterday I did a Facebook Live, and we talked about today that I wanted to talk to you about problem solution based selling. And even if you'll notice the title that we have here, I put take the hell out of sell, because sometimes people feel that selling feels a bit like hell because they don't like to do it. No, and I can honestly admit that if you've ever been at that where somebody's told you that you need to sell, and you say, well, I'm an artist, not a salesperson, and I get it. I've been there. I know what it was like. And I tell you, if we ever know that in life is that, I will tell you right now that I am a capitalist. I think money is wonderful. I've had both. I've had lots and I've had none. And people will say to me that, look, if you're rich, you're not happy. Well, quite frankly, I'd sooner be driving around and crying on my Porsche than laughing on a bicycle. So the point is that life is sales. You know, good. Tina, you're on here. Anita, good to see you. Kelly, you're there. I'm going to take these off so I can read closer up with this. But I just want to talk to you about that, because really, remember, life is sales. If you have a partner that's involved in your life, there had to be some selling involved, whether it was from you or for them. If you have kids, you know that's selling about. Life is sales. And somehow we get the feeling that if we have to promote something or talk to somebody about something, that it's harmful to people. And usually people that are afraid of selling they're in their mind. Maria, hello, good to see you on board. They usually feel that they're afraid to do some harmful act to someone. But the reality is you're not. I mentioned it yesterday in the post that I did. I said that, look, if you all had a problem, and a life problem, and if you're out there right now, Anita and Tina and Maria, Kelly, if you've got a problem out there in life, because I'm sure you have, we all have them. If you've got a problem, just give me a thumbs up or say I have. If you have a problem in life, and I always tell people this, look, if you got a problem and it's a big problem, and if I could solve it for you, would you pay me money for it? So just do that. And just give me this. If you give me a love sign, give me a like sign. Okay, Tina says yes, I would. See, the reality is that's all sales is solving problems. So taking the hell out of sell is just finding a problem and creating a solution for it. That's all it is. That's what sales are. And Tina, I agree with you 100%. So the point is this: I just want to give you a simple formula that it doesn't matter now. Some people say, well, I'm not that interested in the money part. I just want to help my clients. I get it. Okay, I often say to people, if you're not interested in selling and you're not in it for the money, then good. It's a mix of both. You're doing what you love in the craft you do because you love it, but you're also doing it because you want to make a living for your family, and you want to be able to have something for your family when you choose to retire. So to me, everything is about family, and so selling, and the better you are at selling, is going to be better for your family. Now, this is a formula that was given to me, and I've heard it in many different. Molly, great to see you on board. Susie, great to see you. This was given to me by my coach, Jason Everett, and it's a variation of things I've talked about in the past. But I loved his version of this even better than I did. He calls it the if-then theory. If you're with me, just type in if-then. Because the if part, it says if then, all that relates to is what people want and what people need. And I find most hairdressers, when they're trying to sell something to someone, Corey, good to see you on board, is when they want to give people what they need and not what they want. So if you can remember, first off, that people buy what they want, not necessarily what they need. Now, I get it. We need toothpaste, we need toilet paper. Those are things we need. Those are essentials. We have to have as many other things, and those you'll go out to buy them because you need them. But when it comes to things like hair or products that they have, or they have a choice on when they can buy one or the other, they'll buy with the one they want. Let me give you for instance. Client comes in your chair, sits down in the shampoo basin. You go to shampoo their hair. Their hair is toilet seat white. You take your fingers and you run it through as you're shampooing it. It goes like this. Wah! It doesn't even break. It just stretches way out and comes back. So I think that you guys would all realize that the first thing that we understand and we know that she needs is she needs a treatment, or she needs a particular brand. Whatever brand that you're selling, whatever brand you're promoting and you believe in, that's what you would recommend because it's what they need. If you're with me, give me thumbs up, because that's generally what they need. We know they need it, and that's what they want to, we recommend to them. Now, if we try to sell them what they need, and then we would tell them, and I see Susie's name's coming up here, so I'd say, Susie, what you're needing is you need a treatment. And then we all know that probably what would happen was Susie would say, well, maybe next time. Saying maybe next time is the same thing as saying no, because it's not necessarily what they want, because they know what that treatment would cost or what would cost them money, and they want money to spend on other things that they want. So all you have to do is spin that and say, and here's where it comes with the if-then theory. Rather than selling them what they need, you want to talk to them about what they want. So if they have that super, what I call toilet seat white, and their hair is, bleached, we all know that it's got too much moisture on it, needs a protein treatment of some form or another. So I would say, being from Redken affiliated, I would know that it would need CAT, or I'm going to do a chemistry shot on there, and something that they need that's going to help reduce the moisture, etc. That is not appealing to the client. But if we talk to them about what they want, and so if you think about what they want, what do they want? Well, if their hair is like that, their hair probably takes a long time drying, so it needs to be, they want to reduce their blow dry time. It's probably breaking when it's dry, so they're getting breakage in their hair. Because it's so much moisture in the hair and it's so dry and so damaged, it probably doesn't have shine. And so if we think about what they want, they probably want healthy, shiny feeling hair. They don't want hair that doesn't break. They want to spend less time blow drying, and they want their hair just to be overall touchable hair. So that's what they want. So the if-then theory would put it to this way, and I want you to write this down if you got it, or say it out loud even if people are around you, because it's going to plant it in your brain. If you want ellipse ... X, if you want X, then I would recommend Y. If you want X, then I would recommend Y. X would mean what they want, then the Y is what they need. So it would run like this. And I'm going to refer back to Susie, because Susie was the one that I was doing this with. And I would say, Susie, if you want healthy, shiny hair that doesn't break, and I probably started off with saying, Susie, do you find, is your hair breaking? Do you find it take a long time to dry? Is it appearing like it all over? You'd like to have more health and shine into your hair? And then I would say, well, here's what I would run it like this. Now the if-then theory comes in. If-then practice would come in. I would say, Susie, if you want healthy, shiny hair that takes less time to blow dry, and you don't have to worry about breaking, then I would recommend that we started off with a chem shot, or I would start off with a CAT treatment. And then I'm going to recommend some products that you would take home with you that you're going to do once a week as well. So then I started with if you want, and I told them what she wants, and then I told her what she needs. What she needs is the treatments that she has. So you see, then what you're doing is you're just solving the problems that she has, and you've taken the hell out of sell. This works equally well whether you're selling a product, whether you're selling a service. So you might say, and I see Chaz here up there. Hi, Chaz. Great to see you on board. Jennifer, good job. Charlotte, nice to see you, girl. But I'd say let's say Parnelli. I see you on there. And I would say, Parnelli, and I'm making this stuff up, Parnelli, that I'd say, look, I noticed that, Parnelli, you've got really thick, heavy hair. You've always been talking about your blow dry time and how much extra time you have to spend. I would say this. Look, if you really truly want to spend less time blow drying your hair, you always talk to me about that you've got a mushroom kind of look in your hair. I'm making this stuff up, Parnelli, but you've got this mushroom quality to your hair. What I would highly suggest is that we underlayer the bottom sections of your bob, and what would happen is it's going to collapse the shape. You're going to have less blow dry time, and you'll have much leaner looking hairstyle out of that, and you won't even notice the undercut. That's what I would recommend. You see it? So it works on that, and you worked on this. It might work in your personal life, where let's say you're having somebody that interrupts you when you're talking. you know, and you say, look, if you, you know, and I would say to, let's say, Chris Felix, great to see you. And I would say, Chris, and we're good friends, we talking to one another, and I'd say, Chris, you know, what I would say to you is if you find that you notice that I'm getting upset with you when we're having our conversations, and you like it better when I'm in a better mood, then what I would recommend is just give me a chance to finish up what I have to say, and then we can talk. You can talk and give me your opinion after that. You see it? So whether it's your personal life, whether it's a retail sale, whether it's selling a service, anything in your life, the if-then theory works, and it helps to solve the problem. So in the meantime, I hope this helped. Stay tuned for more, and please, my friends, don't forget to make comments in here. If you've ever got questions, if there's things that you would like me to chat about, just write them down in this post, and I will gladly give you any advice that we have. I have like what we call AMA sessions that are going to come out. We call me Ask Me Anything. I'm also doing these things. I'm doing them daily so that you know what's going on. I've got lots of stuff going here. I'm here at the exchange. A lot of this stuff that we're talking about here right now, it's available just by coming in. If you guys have not been to the Center Stage program that Chris Moody and I do here at the exchange, and if you want to become a better educator, if you want to be better at personal grounding in life, being able to lead people better, it's an absolute must program to be involved, and we have one going on in September. Stay tuned for that one. There's still time. I think there's still a couple spots left in there if you want to get involved with it. Love to have you on board. In the meantime, Mandy, love to see you. Good to have you on board there. So in the meantime, everybody, good luck. God bless. I love you all. Cheers.